So Slovak is set to be released tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon of Central European time, I believe. Hey DB, what's up? This quick enough for you? Continuing our march, trying to get this much stuff harvested as possible for winter. Got a harvester working on another soybean field. I have this one here working on our sunflowers. Got all types of fruit and vegetables to sell. Hello, Constash, what's up? Not really sure how to pronounce that, but that is my best guess on it. We're going to get this back to harvesting, and then we're going to tab over to the truck and get ready to go. Hey, David and Wolf Boy, what's up, everybody? Again, if you are totally new and have been living under a rock for the last few months, this map will be releasing tomorrow. There is a link to the map author's Facebook down in the description. He's going to be posting release information there tomorrow. He's got a post already on his Facebook with basically general time frame guidance as to when that's going to release. So go ahead and follow that post, whatever it takes to get notifications. You'll be aware when the map is released officially. Once it is out, I will release a map video. So that is another way you'll find out the map is available, is if you get the notification of my map release, my map video going public. And what that also means is that tomorrow night we will probably be back here on Slovak Village, except we'll be in multiplayer at that point. Well, boy, I don't see why it wouldn't support multiplayer. Hey Nick, what's up? Just going to deliver these here to the grocery store. Fairly close. Hey Darren, how you doing? Yeah, starting tomorrow, we'll have this map available on a multiplayer server on the Discord. Open to anyone that wants to play. We need to get that quarry up and running. There's a lot of gold we need to extract out of that mountain. I won't be live when the map releases. I'll be live tomorrow night at this same time, but by that point the map should be out for a while. and we'll have a chance to upload it to a multiplayer server. Plan on uploading this game save. So multiplayer server will start out in autumn. Be plenty of missions to run, and if by chance we have snow, because we will have seasons activated, if by chance we do have snow, then there will be snow contracts for folks to clear snow from areas. There aren't too many maps out there that currently support snow contracts. We'll need somebody doing forestry, bringing logs to the sawmill so we can get more pallets made. We'll have to have someone running pallets to the factories, running finished goods out of the factories to sell those. This map is perfect for multiplayer. Enough to keep lots of people busy for sure. Yep, go ahead and check his Facebook. So I was talking to Mr. Hector today, and from what I understand, he's going to be releasing the map officially on 3 or 4 sites. So he's going to be releasing a map with a German description on a German site. He's going to be releasing the map on an English site with an English description. He's going to be releasing the map on I guess a Slavic or a Polish map, or Polish site, I believe. So basically follow the Facebook, and you'll be posting links. I know some of the sites will not have the links right away. Some of the sites are basically upload and then require approval. So basically, we would have to wait. You would have to wait for that, and then one of the sites he wants to upload to. Basically, the admin won't be available to release the map right away, so it might be a delay on that site, but the map will definitely be available. Several different locations, uploaded by the map author. There should be plenty of opportunity to be able to get it. And once my map video releases, that will have links in it also for download. I will be live tomorrow on the multiplayer server, yes. So now that we're over here, I wanted to point out that notice the trees, our fruit trees are changing texture. They are getting different leaf color for autumn. So they should drop all their leaves come winter. Then go through the various cycles autumn and spring. That's not an original trick, but it is a very nice trick to see, for sure. Something else I wanted to show you guys. I updated Global Company. That got an update in the Mod Hub just this week, and wow, it is really got a different interface. Let's take a look. Let's hold it. First, let's go over here and shut off our helper. Let's take a look at this new Global Company interface. Take a look at that. Take a look at this. So the new interface brings up the PDA, and we get a nice dot to indicate where things are. Pretty cool. That can be quite useful. We can go in here. I think we could rename these last time also. Of course, we can open the screen. And at this point, that looks, the same. But this overview screen is really, really interesting. I like that. We have dynamic storages section. There isn't any dynamic storage on the map as it is, as it's available. So yeah, I wanted to show you that. That's new. That's what the Global Company update. Yeah, especially on a new map where you don't know where things are, you can just click on that and basically then have a general idea of where things are. Well, boy, no, I'm not aware of any map that has a peanut farm. I think it's those mods in the Mod Hub that say that are storage mods that are Global Company mods, maybe. Maybe like the bales and the there's like a grain silo that's Global Company. Brent, it will be pretty much guaranteed to be posted there. And it will be posted on every other scraper site that exists. Probably within 2 hours of it being released, because of just... that's how those sites work. They basically look for mods being released everywhere else, instantly grab it and post it on their sites. It's really a despicable practice, and the best we can really do is hope to educate the player that there isn't any benefit in downloading from those sites. So Global Company is a mod that allows for production. So yes, it allows for factories and for you to create things. Truck. See the semi down here? No. So like this is a Global Company production facility that's in the map. You bring resources to this, water and pallets, and this particular area is an orchard that makes pallets of apples, pears, plums, and apricots. Makes these. As long as you have the resources, you get the products. Over here we have greenhouses. These greenhouses don't pay you money per hour. They produce product. They take 4 different inputs, and once all 4 inputs are satisfied, they will start producing products or outputs. This one makes tomatoes and chaff. That one over there makes green peppers and chaff. The last one makes lettuce and chaff. Chaff is basically plant debris. Then you can take this plant debris, take it over to the BGA, and put it in a silo if you want, or a bunker. All kinds of production available on this map. But yeah, the best thing you can do with sites like that is delete them from your bookmarks and never visit them. It's pretty much assured that probably 99.9% of the mods posted there were never put there by the actual mod author. And they may not even be the original mod. They may be changed in some way. They may have potential undesirable things added to them. Best to get the mod from the original source when the original source can be found. If the source is questionable, then it's best to just move along. There's just so many mods out there. There's no need to get questionable mods. Plenty of high quality, unquestioned mods that are available. So the new Global Company just came out this week. Now, if you want to play in multiplayer, you can't unzip your mods. You need to leave them zipped up. It is possible to play in single player with unzipped mods, but it is not. There's no benefit other than wasting disk space to unzipping. Won't make the game run faster or anything. And if you want to do multiplayer, they have to be zipped up. So I'll tell you that I know one site that he's going to be, that's going to host or have the mod or have the map is going to be Yes Mods. That site is not going to have it right away. What I understand, the admin of that site is not going to be available right away to post it. So it may be available later tomorrow, or maybe even the following day on Yes Mods. So $5,400 for a flatbed trailer full of fruit. That's not too bad of money, given the fact that the only thing we need to provide that building is water and pallets. And pallets, we can make pallets. All we need to make pallets are logs and pallets. We get boardwood pallets, then we take boardwood pallets to the pallet factory, and we get pallets out of those. So basically, once we get the pallet factory up and running, we have zero cost for pallets, we have zero cost for water, so we can have the orchard up and running with no real input cost, and be able to reap the rewards of fruit. The one thing that I do is, when I'm looking at mod sites, is I look to see if the mod site lists who uploaded the mod. Okay, like who submitted the mod, who uploaded it, who put it there, etc. Lots of sites don't tell you that. They'll tell you who the mod author is, who the creator is. They won't tell you who put the mod on their site. So if they don't tell you who put the mod there, that is one surefire sign that it might not be the most legitimate of sites. The second is if the mod author is not the same name as the person who uploaded the mod, then that also introduces some questions. If you see several mods on the mod site all uploaded by the same user, all listed different map mod authors, that is a very good sign that those are basically mods that have been lifted from somewhere else and reposted. Well, the Giants Mod Hub would be the first. Yes Mods is a really good site. It's curated. So the only way mods get put on Yes Mods is if the admin team put them there. The admin team does their very best to make sure that those mods come from the mod author. and that the download links are the original links, or basically where the mod author uploaded the mod to be downloaded. There is a new site. It doesn't have a whole lot of mods available at the moment, but there's a new site called simplysafemods.com. That would be a fine place to get stuff. Nexusmods.com is a fine place to get stuff. There's a few others. You know, early on when I was just getting into playing the game, I was back in Farm Sim 17, and I was just understanding and learning about mods. There was probably a site that we have all been to, modhub.us, and that was at the time a go-to location for me to look for mods. I didn't know any better. And a lot of the mods that I saw were all uploaded by this guy called Thomas. And back then, in such a naive kind of air, I thought to myself, wow, this guy called Thomas, he makes a lot of mods. I mean, on any given day, he probably had a good dozen mods up there. He just kept pounding them out. I'm like, wow, this guy is some kind of crazy mod machine. How can he make all these mods all the time? Then I realized something. I realized that Thomas wasn't a person. Thomas was a computer script. And all Thomas does all day long, all night long, because he's a computer script, he doesn't eat, sleep, he doesn't play games, doesn't do anything. All Thomas does is run through a list of mod websites and compare what's on those sites with what's on his site, let's say. And Thomas finds mods that he doesn't know about on his site, and he says, oh, I don't have that mod in my database. Let me download that. Let me scrape any pictures off of the posting. Let me copy the description, and then I'm going to put that on my site. And I was like, oh, once I had that realization, that's right, modland.net has a few bots of their own. Modhub.us has a few other bots that go by other names other than Thomas. It's pretty obvious once you catch on. So if you look on that site and you see, you know, some mod that's really, really awesome, looks really, really cool, and you see it's uploaded by Thomas, you uploaded by, I don't know, somebody else. I don't remember all the bot names anymore. The best bet is to Google the name of the mod. Okay? And what you're going to find is probably 150 results, all on various websites, but all have some iterational name that has to do with FS19, FS17, Farm Sim, mod, etc. And the best thing to do is kind of look at when those entries were basically searched by Google. You can kind of tell, and you can almost see the progression and watch the progression of these mods being scraped off of websites, showing up on other websites, and then basically Google doing their Google thing and indexing those listings on those other sites. Takes a little forensic work sometime, but usually you can trace it back to where Google found the listing first. And that is a really good starting point to see where maybe the mod originally showed up. So here's kind of an example that is happened to me personally. So the mod author for Ballydorn Farm reached out to me months ago. Basically, he wanted to know if I would be willing to take a look at his map, Ballydorn Farm, and test it out in pre-release. He was a map author that did a map that I really enjoyed in Farm Sim 17 called Rathlin Island. So he liked what I did with Rathlin Island, and he knew that I liked Ballydorn, just never had a chance to play it. So I took him up on the offer, said that sounded like a great idea, sounded fun. And then later he drops this bomb on me, and it basically says, by the way, Ballydorn Farm is your map to do whatever you want with. So if you want to release it to the public, you can release it to the public. If you want to keep it private, you can do that. You know, whatever. So I was very hesitant on that, but at any rate, I decided to upload it to Nexus Mods back just before Christmas. And it lived there for about a period of a week and a half. And then next thing you know, it shows up on about 75 different mod sites over the course of about 4 hours. And basically what happened was someone logged into Nexus Mods, because you need to have an account, downloaded the map, uploaded it to some other site, and then posted that upload link to one of these scraper sites. And then at that point, all the other scraper sites grabbed it and redistributed it, all using that other link. So who knows how many times that map's been downloaded. It's probably been downloaded tens of thousands more times off the scraper sites, sadly, than off of Nexus Mods, which is the only place it was put for real. And who knows if it's been altered or not. It could very easily have been altered. It could have been changed. It could have been broken. It could have been infested in some way with some form of tracking code or something else. You never know. Why it's important to get mods from where they came from is that if the map author ever updates the map, okay, let's say, okay, Mr. Hector releases this map tomorrow. He releases it over on 4 sites. So he's going to upload it to 4 sites. He already has plans to update the map with future enhancements. He was talking to me today about maybe doing some changes down where the horses are. Well, the horses are not, but he was thinking about making some changes up here in this area that kind of has the horse training stuff. He was thinking about making a horse pen for folks to put horses in. And that would be in an update at some point. Well, when the map is updated, he's going to update it to those 4 locations. So if you follow the map, then you'll be able to get the update. But it's kind of a hit or miss if the scraper sites would grab the update or not. And if they do grab the update, they'll probably have the old version of the map available and the new version of the map available. And at that point, it's a flip a coin as to if you're going to end up with the old version or the new version. So what's nice about some mod sites like Nexus Mods, modhoster.com, is they allow the mod author to do revisioning, where when they release a new version, they can basically set it up so that the old version is either no longer available or is no longer the default that is downloaded when the person downloads the mod. Scraper sites, they have no concept of revisioning. So you never really know, are you getting the most up-to-date version of whatever you're downloading? Das, it's going to be, go to Mr. Hector's page. He's got a post there now, and basically you can, I don't know if you can follow that post or basically get notifications on that post, but that post is going to be updated when he does have links. He posted a general time frame as to when it's going to be released. I think we've run enough. I think we've run enough vegetables, enough fruit. Go empty this and maybe check on our quarry a little bit. Do we have anybody new that hasn't seen any of the production? Have I done any work on the greenhouses since I loaded them? I emptied the chaff with that little wheel loader. Do you mean have I put stuff back in him? I think we want to have some pallets we could take back down there. We got manure we need to put down there. And we're making manure. Well, I just know we made a whole ton of vegetables, and the other day, the other stream, I was demonstrating how you output products either in bulk or on pallets. So the only thing we've done to the farm is we added a couple bale stacks there. I guess we've only added one bale stack. And I added this potato storage building. I was going to add this the other day before the stream and forgot. So I put the rest of the potatoes that we had left over in here. See them down there in the pit. So we'll be able to fill up the pig food maker when it needs more potatoes. Check on this manure maker. See if I can put more grass in that. Hey, Rocking to Base, how you doing? There we are. Putting out our manure. Looks like we're going to run out of straw. Before we run out of anything, there's the manure we're making. And then we can take this manure down to the greenhouses and load them up. Or we bring the manure over to here. Water, manure, and get ourselves some fertilizer. We can put some water in this and get this up and running again. Oh, the ugliest loader in the world. I don't think I've added anything after I added them initially. I know we're out of manure, so I can take a load down there and do that. I think we're out of pallets too. Yeah, tomorrow when we put this on the multiplayer, we're going to need to get someone working on some forestry so we can get some more pallets made up. Belt's really in the way. Oh, I don't remember how many pallets we put in there. Guess we filled it all the way up. The way it works is one pallet will produce one box. So if you put 10 pallets in, then you'll get 10 boxes of fruit. Brent, thanks for the super chat. Whoa. Don't text and drive at the same time. This is the pig food maker. Yep, you can get 28 boxes out of whatever you, up to 28 boxes in whatever you at the orchard. So the grain mill, it takes wheat and barley, wheat or barley and corn, and then makes whole grain in these little bags, 500-liter bags. And you take the bags and you put it over here, and then it will make pig food with potatoes, water, and whole grain. Got 31,000, almost 32,000 liters of pig food at the moment because we ran out of water. A little bit of potatoes left, a little bit of whole grain left. If you don't want to move the little whole grain bags, then you can go here and buy the grain mill's big brother. Still takes wheat or barley and corn. Costs a little bit more, but you have a spout you can bring out of bulk. Grain mill is only $10,000, but only makes little bags versus having it in bulk. Sure, True North Vending. So I haven't had a chance to do any snow contracts personally. But what they do is basically if it's winter and you have snow on the ground, you may see a contract, you may see more than one contract available for you to clear snow from some area. Maybe a business in town, maybe a resident, maybe, let's say, the gas station. Maybe the gas station has a contract and is going to offer you some amount of money. I don't know how well these pay out. It's going to have to offer you some amount of money to clear snow from a defined area, and you either are required or allowed to place snow in another defined area, or you just may have to remove snow from a defined area and then do whatever you want with it. And then once you have cleared enough of the defined area of snow or from snow, then you'll be able to complete the contract. So when you accept the contract, there should be a clearly defined area that you need to clear the snow from. Then there should be a clearly defined area of where you're expected to put the snow into from where you cleared it. All right, coming through. Thank you very much. Since we're not going to need this grass for our manure production, I'm just going to collect it and put it down here at the BGA. So let's do a quick rundown for folks that are new of the types of production that's available on the map. So we've seen we have an orchard where we can make apples, apples, apricots, pears, and plums. We also have the greenhouses where we can make tomato boxes, green pepper boxes, and lettuce boxes. So the orchard takes water and pallets to make our fruit boxes. The greenhouses require manure, water, diesel fuel, and pallets to make cartons of vegetables. Then we have a dairy that takes takes milk, pallets, cardboard boxes, cartons, and produces pallets for bulk dairy products. We have a soy milk facility that takes soybeans, water, fuel possibly, pallets and cartons, and you get soy milk products out of that. There is a meat factory, if you will, let's say a butcher, and the butcher requires animals, either cows, pigs, or sheep. Requires pallets and requires cartons, and it will make pallets of meat product. We have a boardwood facility that takes logs and pallets and makes pallets of boardwood, lumber pallets, if you will. We have a pallet factory that requires lumber pallets in order to make pallets. You may have picked up that there is kind of a circular requirement there. Well, we can buy our first pallet of pallets in the shop. Get that whole production up and running. We have a quarry. The quarry takes dynamite and makes dirt and stone. We take the dirt, we take water, and diesel fuel. And we basically, at that point, extract gold from the dirt. And we also get stone from that process. We can take the stone from either the blasting office or the gold extractor, and we put stone and diesel fuel into a stone crusher, where they will crush the stone into crushed stone. Then you take crushed stone, diesel fuel, pallets, bags of concrete, and you get bricks. And then you can take bricks and sell them. So yeah, we'll go by the forest. So here to our left is the dairy. To our right is the soy milk facility. Meat factories up there in the corner. So the forest kind of runs this whole side of the map. So the whole left side of the map is the forest. Oh, I thought I could get to see if I can get to a road. There we go. Forest is on the left and right of this. We're going to come up here and might as well run in here to the sawmill and just show you guys that. Anyone that's new. This is the facility that makes board pallets. Pallets that look like this. Basically, you give it empty pallets and wood, lumber, logs, I should say, and you get boards and wood chips. Right now, there's nothing that wood chips make, just a byproduct that you can, I guess, sell at a wood chip sell point. Pallets go here. Everything's nicely labeled. Here's your wood chips that pile up. You take your board wood, your board pallets, over here. Put them over here. Again, nicely labeled. And then you'll start getting pallets of pallets here. Each pallet of pallets is 7 pallets tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And each pallet of pallet will make 7 finished pallets of whatever product takes the pallets. So if we take these 7 pallets over here, okay, right now we have 6. If we take seven pallets over here in one stack, we'll have 13. And at that point, we will get up to 13 forward pallets out of the facility until we run out of pallets. A real one-to-one setup as far as the pallets are concerned to output. A little further up the road, basically on the PDA, if you see the pink icons, that's like a storage silo. So right over there to the belt, that is a wood chip storage silo, and that allows you to either transfer wood chips to the train or from the train onto a trailer. Hey Martin, what's up? Oh, really? How do you feel? What do you feel about the map? This goes to a little cabin. So over here we have the quarry. I'm going to sneak over here to show this to you. For anybody that's new. So here's the blasting office. The blasting office takes dynamite. So you might say, well, where do I get dynamite from? Well, you get it from the store. You buy dynamite from the store. And you deliver it to here. Then you basically, over time, get mounds of dirt. Or stone. Okay. Now you can take the stone, like we've got here. I've just set up some belts to demonstrate that you can use belts. Like to drift on me. We're taking stone and putting it into our stone crusher. The stone crusher takes diesel fuel and stone. Hey Johan, what's up? What's the question? And you can get fuel from obviously a gas station with an appropriate trailer, or you can buy fuel in a little jerry can or in a barrel at the store, and then transport that up here and basically get it that way. Like I said, things like to drift on me. Ideally, you would load this with a wheel loader or something. So, snow contracts, we talked about that a little bit ago, but we'll cover it again. Yeah. So snow contracts will show up in the winter here under the contracts. And basically you'll be contracted to clear snow from a defined area. Let's say a business like the gas station. Okay, so the gas station down here. Gas station down here. Let's say this gas station has a contract to clear snow. And they may basically say, I want you to clear the snow from this area here. Okay? Maybe the area around the pumps. I want you to clear the snow around the pumps. And I want you to put it maybe over here. And when you take the snow contract, the areas that you're supposed to clear should be clearly defined. And the area where you are to put the snow should be clearly defined. And basically it's just a process of moving snow from point A to point B. Lined up a little better. There. See, we've got the quarry run, the stone crusher running now. Stone crusher, we got big stone there. Run down into one crusher. Got a little bit more fine stone. Coming up to this crusher. This belt. Down to a third crusher. Then basically it's going to be piling up here. 3 different piles. That's the stone crusher. You need to take the crushed stone over here to this thing. It's going to make pallets of concrete. Bricks. It just takes gravel, water, cement, and pallets, then makes pallets of bricks. Stone crusher just takes stone and fuel and makes 3 different piles of gravel. The gold separator takes soil, water, and fuel and makes gold and stone. And all of these have really cool animations going on. Stone. Have a lot of snow? Or you're getting a lot of rain? I don't know if I've really seen a lot of rain here. That was kind of a drive through the forest. There's your sell point for wood chips. Log sell point. Oh, you'll be making tons of money. Tons of money. Water doesn't cost anything. Fuel is pretty cost effective. You don't really go through a lot of fuel. These generators are pretty lean on what they drink. As far as pallets goes, you either buy pallets in the shop or you buy one pallet in the shop to get the whole production going. And once you get the production going, then the only thing you need to make pallets is logs. So you have to buy the forest in order to be able to log it. But once you buy the forest, just bring logs to the board pallet facility. And each board pallet makes a fair bit of pallets. Let's see here. That's sunflowers. Don't want that one. I want this one that has the weight on it. Right? Yeah, that one has the weight on it. There we go. Hey, Innocent Freak, what's up? Oh, how many day seasons are you running? How far into the year are you? Yeah, raining every day, that sounds bad. I haven't seen a ton of rain. What geo? Oh no, that is. Pay off. Header's supposed to be. What geo are you running? 9 meters. Of course, I don't have a clue what 9 meters is in feet. Getting there closer, so let's kite this down to, I guess, 30 feet. "24-day seasons." Good man right there. I've got the been there, done that badge. So true north vending, the way I think they're set up right now, the greenhouses and the orchard, is in the winter the water triggers will be blocked off, preventing you from loading water into them. But I think if they have water in them, they will continue to produce. I think. He may have figured out how to change it so they don't produce in the winter at all. That was something that I talked to him about early on in the testing, was if they would work or not in winter. This we're running just at 6-day seasons, just so we can move through the days faster. Now I'm running the Slovak Geo for Mr. Hector that's in the mod hub. Just updated it from the update that came out, I guess, this week, maybe. Now, other than the fact that it's been updated, so it does have some other changes to it, the only major difference between the embedded Geo and the Slovak Geo is that the embedded Geo lets you make cotton and sugarcane, whereas Slovak Geo doesn't allow cotton or sugarcane. But the weather patterns and everything else should be about the same. Not in the settings. That would be related to in the Geo you would be able to adjust the frequency of rain, or the percentage chance of rain. Right, the idea of the greenhouse would be to continue to work through the winter the orchards, they should not, to replicate reality. But a greenhouse, in theory, should be able to work through winter because of its fact that it is a greenhouse. Yeah, it really shouldn't mess up the current seasons because I think the weather is about the same. He just disabled those two crops, as far as I understand it. Yeah, we've got that enabled. Oh, it moved. We've got that, but we can't hire a helper now. I did something. Oh, Johan, thanks for the super chat there. Much appreciated. Cool little dude flying on a rocket too. So something else that's going to come out in the channel tomorrow is a preview of what is to come for March, or not March, but February. So January has kind of been the Transport Fever 2 Emerald Coast Farm Sim content as far as the channel goes. And in February, we are going to be moving over to a different game. We'll still have Farm Sim kind of as the anchor on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the most part. We'll be doing live streams on Farm Sim throughout the week on occasion, but filling out the rest of the days during the week, we're going to have a different type of game than we have seen in the past, or have seen in the recent past, I should say. Those that have been in the channel for a very long time might remember a day in time where we had content similar to what's coming up. And then we kind of went away from it for quite a while. We're kind of making our way back into a bit of motorsport for the month of February. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the first episodes of that tomorrow as kind of a teaser for what is to come in the month of February. On the top left hand corner is a mod called Vehicle Inspect over at modhub.us. No, stop that. Don't go there. It's over at modhoster.com. That's where it is. It's called Vehicle Inspect. And if we had multiple hired helpers, or tomorrow when we're on this map in multiplayer, I will see other people in the server, and I will be able to see them basically listed up there. Really good for multiplayer, or if you have a hired helper doing harvesting, to kind of keep track of what fill level they're at and everything. I assume you're running the most recent seasons also, right, David? There used to be a trick in seasons where if you went in and you changed the number of days per season, so if you went in here and you cycled this to, let's say, 12, and then you cycled it back to 9, it would basically force weather to regenerate. That might help you out. Let's get this. He's full. So I need to go empty this, and then we're going to go back to our soybean harvester. You could try that. You could try changing the number of days per season. You don't have to keep it there for long. Just cycle it to 12, count to 10, cycle it back. It should regenerate the weather. That might help if you feel you're stuck in a never-ending cycle. I'm glad that still worked out for you. Good thing you mentioned it, right? Whoa! I think this trailer is a little heavy for this tractor, even though it's a 900 Axion 800. Because when it's loaded, it can get a little light in the front. That sounds like Emerald Coast weather. Here we've got the sheep. And if you activate the map with the animal pen extension mod, then you can build out these water valves. Yeah, I've got the front weight, what is that mod? think it's Vector Designs. It's that front weight right there. Got all the weight on it you can put on it. I think what we'll do is we'll just get something bigger. And the agri bumper. But I think that trailer is just. Well, I also have the mod in, the realistic weights mod. That basically makes each load double its weight. So that could be playing into it also. Oh shoot. After 7 o'clock. Door's closed, isn't it? Indeed it is. Indeed it is. 296, 1801. Miracle of teleportation. Have extricated our new tractor from the shop. There's a link in the description to the author's Facebook page. This way we can take the soybeans down to the soy plant. You know, like grass is a lot heavier than hay of the same volume. Because after all hay is dried out grass. So all that water weight's gone. So you can see the upper left corner. We can see the fill level of the harvester. And in multiplayer, it only shows you users who are part of your farm or contractors of your farm that are using your farm equipment. Glad this guy seems to know what he's doing. Rather than missing crop every so often. Why did you close your pipe, dude? Somehow out of range. Called vehicle inspect. There you go. Yeah, it'll work with Courseplay. Alright, let's go. Let's make it morning. Oh, my chickens. Oh no, I lost my soybeans. I didn't. Lost my chickens. Crops are wet on it. Must be a heavy morning dew. Yeah, they did. The chickens died of old age because I had the basically had the chickens that you get as chicks that you grow for meat. They don't last very long. So they weren't egg-laying chickens. They weren't breeding chickens. They were the ones that you basically just buy for the purpose of, you buy as chicks when they're really cheap, like a buck a chick or something. And then you raise them up a little bit. They don't last long. They basically last a season. Have liquid manure, soy milk, and pig food. Also have pig food over at the other pig food maker. All animals will die of old age in seasons. It's just most animals have a longer age than the brooding chickens, the roast, the the ones that are for for meat. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you know, if you buy them the first day of spring, you should probably sell them before the last day of spring. Because when they move into summer, they probably will die. Again, that's the little ones. So that's the Cornish cross. Okay, the meat breed that's fast growing, fast turnaround and profit, requires a lot of feed. They don't live very long. You go with one of these others, White Leghorn or the Rhode Island Red, they'll live much longer, but they just they just either produce eggs or will produce chicks if you have a rooster. Right, the ones KFC buys from me are these. Like we could change it up. Get 50 of those, and 5 roosters. Okay. And now, basically, we're gonna get little chicks. Shouldn't really get any eggs. We should get chicks. Yeah, if you're interested in playing this map tomorrow, or, well, any day starting tomorrow in multiplayer, we'll be having this on one of our multiplayer servers in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, give me a few minutes and I'll put a link in. John, the map is out tomorrow. Yes. And that server is going to be open to anyone in the Discord channel as a free community, Discord community multiplayer server. But you can take the stone down to the transport company and sell stone in bulk. If you've got more stone than you can take a stick at. I don't know about Fenton Forest. It's been a while for that map. Sure. Where are the header trailers? The header trailer for this one is down here. Oh, thanks for the like, John. It does. They're going to change between now and then. Basically going to upload the mods that I have active on this save game. I'm going to upload this save game. So yeah, in that channel, there is everything you need to know, or you will need to know, will be pinned. I get that link. For anyone that's not there. Mark that there for now. Hey Paul, what's up? So what do I think of Giant's announcement to hold off on the new version? Well, when I first heard the news, I was literally like, wait, what? Where is that from? Because it seemed to be a little bit out of left field. I think it's a wise decision. Though I'm not really upset about it, not disturbed in any way. I think it's a wise financial decision to hold off on release, because the normal release schedule we would have expected to have seen the game in either October or November. So if you look up the PS5 or the Xbox One X, X1X, whatever it's called, they basically list release dates in between October and November and December. So if Giants would continue through the normal development cycle and the normal release cycle, they would be releasing Farm Sim 21 to a, dare I say, dying consoles. They would be releasing it for consoles that are basically being phased out. Now, it's not to say that everyone that owns a PS4 will go out and buy a PS5, for sure. But it won't be the latest, greatest on the market. It will be the previous gen. And with the drastic difference in system specs between the current gen consoles and the next gen consoles, any game, developed for the old hardware, while it might play on the new hardware because it might be, compatible with old games, the old platform, it's not going to take advantage of the new platform's hardware. So by waiting, they're going to be able to take advantage of the newest hardware and basically develop a game that hopefully will really blow us away with features and visuals for the new hardware and for PC. Quite possibly, console players may not have to deal with plots. Hopefully, maybe, with much more powerful systems, with more memory in those systems. I think that would probably be a pretty cool thing that probably most console players would eagerly anticipate, or would eagerly want to see. So I think it's a great idea. Now, the announcement from Focus Home Interactive basically said that Giants was not going to release a new Farm Sim within the fiscal year 2021. And Focus Home Interactive's fiscal year appears to be basically April through March. What that means is Giants isn't expecting to release anything between April 2020 and March 2021. So what we don't know is the likelihood of a release after March 2021. I wouldn't go as far as to say that there won't be a Farm Sim 21, because they could release it, let's say, in April 2021 and still call it 2021. And at that point, they would have another 6 or 7 months to really design the game around the new platform. So I'm all for it. Long-winded reply. Farming, there's nothing true about the new Xbox. It's all rumors. Believe nothing unless you hear it from Microsoft. And I would say that is probably not going to happen. I mean, looking at the system specs, as best I can extrapolate, the specs for the new console is equivalent to an AMD processor that was released in 2018. Probably graphics hardware that was released in maybe that same general time frame, 2018. So from a computer comparative standpoint, the new consoles are about as powerful as a mid-range computer would be nowadays. So in theory, the hardware would be powerful enough to play Steam games, but the likelihood that Microsoft would allow you to, one, run Windows on a console, that probably has about as much chance as of it snowing in Las Vegas in November, or two, being able to basically jailbreak the console and sideload applications and things. Again, that has about as much chance of it snowing in Mexico City ever. Microsoft and Sony will never relinquish the tight grip of what goes on their consoles. Always remember, it's their console. They just let you play it. They let you spend their money, your money, to purchase their console. They let you spend your money to buy games that they allow to play on their console. Never forget, it's a very, very closed system. They'll only ever let you do what they want you to be able to do on their hardware. Alright guys, that is going to do us for the night. We'll be back here tomorrow night on the multiplayer server. So if you're interested in getting in on that action, or just playing on this map in general in multiplayer, go ahead and head on over to the Discord. There will be information posted there tomorrow once the map is released on how to get on the server and how to download the mods and things like that. So until next time, happy farming.